Hey everyone, I'm Jason, this is Rick.
Hey guys.
And welcome to a new show on our Pop Culture Spread channel, Rick.
Yes, excited.
This show
Very
is
excited.
called The Year That Was in Movies.
Nice.
And so the concept of this show, Rick and guys out there, is that we've got in front of us here the top 50 movies of a particular year. The most popular films of that year. So what we're going to do, we're going to start talking about number 10 all the way up to number 1 of the most popular films, and then talk about some of the other films that didn't make the top 10.
Yeah.
And the year that we're talking about in our first ever episode, Rick, is 1987.
Whew.
30 years ago, mate.
How? 30 years.
Like that. Around this period, Rick, I was seeing a lot of these films at the cinema. There's probably only 1 or 2 on here that I actually have never seen. So you know what, Rick? I think we'll start off. Let's talk about which number, the
10.
first number, which is number 10. The first entry into our top 10 is actually a James Bond film.
Okay.
The Living Daylights.
Living Daylights. Okay.
Wow, so this was a reboot for the James Bond franchise back in 1987. Timothy Dalton taking over from Roger Moore.
Yeah, a bit of a weaker...
Have you ever seen this film?
Well, I've seen it probably a couple of times, but it's been a long, long time since I've seen it. I just found Timothy Dalton probably one of the weaker Bonds, besides George Lazenby, because he was terrible.
Yeah, this film was a really real different change for the James Bond. They started getting super silly by the mid-80s. You had a View to a Kill where Roger Moore looked like he was 75 playing James Bond. And Timothy Dalton, played him a bit more of an angrier Bond.
Yeah.
I don't know, it didn't quite fit for me. So it was a film that I remember seeing. Wasn't a huge fan of it, I don't think.
No.
It's not a memorable Bond film anyway.
No.
And I'm really surprised it actually made the top 10.
I'm really surprised it actually made number 10. To be honest with you.
Rick, tell us which one was number 9 on the list.
Number 9, ROBOCop. Who doesn't love this movie?
Now we're talking, aren't we?
This is
starring Peter Weller, of course, playing the titular character of ROBOCop. Absolutely phenomenal. This is a cult film.
Yeah, and it was R-rated when it came out, I
remember seeing this and going, this is just insane.
Yeah.
But as you watch it more and more, there's a real strong message about fascism in this film, believe it or not. It really is about fascism because it shows an America that's out of control. The government's controlling everything. In a way, it actually has some parallels to today still, if you were to watch it. There's nothing saying we won't move down that pathway. No. We have a cybernetic cop.
Yeah, I never know.
If he says you'll move creep, I will just lose it. This film is a cult classic. If you haven't seen ROBOCop, mate,
it's a must.
Have to see ROBOCop.
It's a must.
It is a blast.
Yeah.
Absolute blast. So I'm really happy to see this.
It's good. It's top 9, number 9.
Number 8.
Number 8 now.
Number 8 is an absolute classic.
If you guys have been watching our old school trailer reactions, you would have seen me and Jace do the old school trailer reaction on this movie not long ago.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yeah.
The ultimate Star Wars parody.
There you go.
Fantastic.
They came in at number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
Who hasn't seen it? We love this movie.
Yeah, dark helmet,
Your Schwartz is as big as mine. Yogurt. The list goes on.
That's a great film. Watch that trailer reaction too. That is really fantastic.
Definitely.
Number 7, Rick. What's number 7?
The Garbage Pail Kids movie. I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Do you know what the Garbage Pail Kids are, though?
Is it an actual kids movie?
Well,
like a Sandlot.
As you can see on the screen now, what they are, they're a takeoff of the Cabbage Patch Kids. So they were the anti-Cabbage Patch Kids.
Right, okay.
And they were huge in that time. They were the biggest toy around. So they made a movie and obviously pumped it out.
Mate, it must have made some serious money on it. Because
it did. It made some serious money. Enough to get itself number 7 on the list.
Number 7. Remember, guys, this list is based on, obviously, how much money... it made.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's popularity. It's popularity of all of it.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Garbage Pail movies. I have no comment on this movie because I actually haven't seen it because by the time 1987 was around, I wasn't into that kind of stuff.
I can't say I was into Cabbage Patch when I was a kid, but
I was into number 6 though.
Yes.
Number 6 on our list, I was totally into.
And everyone was in it.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe.
Dolph Lundgren. Big Dolph, mate.
Big Dolph with
How
the epic
good
hair.
is this movie? I love it, and I still think it's a great
I was
movie.
pumped for this movie because I had all the figures when I was a kid and all that type of
Who
thing.
didn't have the He-Man figures?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
absolutely. I remember the story of Mum actually having a fight with another lady at John Martin's to get the last Skeletor for me on the shelf.
No,
True story.
Excuse me, yeah.
I was way into this stuff. Hey, the movie I love because of a cheese factor. Is it the true He-Man movie I wanted to see? Probably not, because as soon as they come back to Earth, modern Earth, it kind of loses it.
For the
which friend
time
stars in this film? Do you
when
remember? Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney
I was going to
Cox.
say Jennifer. Yeah, Courtney Cox.
Nah, definitely Courtney Cox in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dolph held his own. He did all right.
I think as He-Man, but I would love to see them do a reboot of this. I think it's definitely time to
If
do a
you're going to do
reboot.
He-Man Masters of the Universe, you do it like Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars. That's what it's got to be.
I reckon
Kind
you
of
do
epic
it.
scale. But, it was fun to be had back then.
Look at that. It's on, number 6.
Number 5, mate.
Number 5.
It gets interesting now. Here's another cult movie.
Mate, everyone has seen this. Well, I assume everyone's seen this.
Well,
This is
which
an
one's
absolute cop. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland,
Corey
vampire.
Feldman.
Yeah.
Corey Haim.
Yeah.
It's the Coreys. The 2 Coreys were in it. This was
Great
huge.
movie. This is a fantastic movie.
Huge film.
I can't believe it's 30 years old.
Yeah, you know what I remember more of this film though was the soundtrack, the music in this film. Was one of the big albums of that year. But great performances by all the young cast, I thought.
Yep.
And really, really well directed by Joel Schumacher, actually, who unfortunately went on to direct Batman and Robin a few years later. But this film was really great. I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, who doesn't like this movie? This movie is one of the pinnacle of vampire movies.
We've seen that whole new wave of vampire films come and go with Twilight series and all that, but nothing really compares to this. This kind of set. This was the grandfather of those types.
Oh, this is what set it off. Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, I tell you, And,
Brilliant.
good to see it's in number 5. So obviously,
brilliant. Number 4, Rick.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen this. I reckon I've seen the remake.
Wow, you reckon you've seen what?
I can't see it. No, I don't.
Number 4 is probably in my top 10 films of all time, Rick.
Really?
I absolutely love this film.
Okay.
The Princess Bride. I think you'll be surprised, Rick. There was a lot of love for The Princess Bride out there.
Clearly, because
there
it's
are a
number
lot
4.
of people that did like it. Well, not only that year, but this is one of these films. Not even that year. That film has built up over the years and become one of those films that people will go back and watch again and again and again. So, fantastic film.
Maybe I need to get on it.
Certainly one of the really most funniest, sweetest, original kind of fairy tale stories. And it had a great cast in there. Gary Ewells. It also had Peter Falk was in there playing the grandfather. You had, mate, there were Andre the Giants in the film.
Wow.
You've got, who else am I thinking of? There, look, check it out. Go have a look at it.
I need to get on that and watch it. The original.
The Princess Bride is a hilarious film too. Very, very funny. So Mandy Patinkin is also in it. Here's another one. Go check out The Princess Bride if you haven't seen it.
Number 4.
Certainly, I loved it, and I know my kids and my wife loved this film too. Definitely up there.
Number 3.
Number 3, Rick. Here's
one of the all-time greatest army war movies, I guess, out there. Full Metal Jacket.
Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
How good is this movie?
Piles. Unbelievable
movie.
This is a film in 2 halves.
Oh.
It really is. The first half of the movie is all about the training, and then it kicks into the second half, which is all about their time in Vietnam. It is really it's a Kubrick classic film. It really is emotionally challenging at times. It's disturbing. It's honest. It's raw. It's expertly directed, of course, and some fantastic stars. And Matthew Modine is probably most notable in the movie. Do you know who else is in the movie, mate? Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio, that's right. Yeah, skinnier version of him.
Yeah.
Younger.
Pretty chubby, but he was a lot younger, skinnier for sure.
What about that? Yeah.
This film is probably up there in one of the best war films ever made. Without question. No, absolutely. Number 2, Rick.
Number 2. And we're just talking about
trailer reactions.
This is another one that we've done, old school trailer reactions. Get on it and watch it. Predator. Number
The
2.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Predator.
epic.
You cannot get better than this.
Oh, you cannot. You
We
know?
are.
What more do you get? A group of mercenaries going into a jungle, getting fucked up by an alien.
What more? That's perfect.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
absolutely wonderful. It really is. What makes that film special, and I think where they have missed the mark when they tried to make other Predator sequels to it, is that team, is that unit of mercenaries who are so, their chemistry is so fantastic, and so you care about these guys as they're going along the jungle, getting picked off one by one. Absolutely phenomenal.
Who doesn't love this movie?
Mate, I was at the when I saw this at the cinema. My jaw was hitting the ground the whole time. It was like nothing I had seen before.
But then when you first saw the Predator, when that first came on the screen, you're like, "Fuck, he's badass."
Yeah, he's badass.
He's a scary
and in
motherfucker.
1987, those special effects were top of the line.
And that was like, because it was a dude in a suit. You know, it just
absolutely.
looked badass.
He looked badass, and obviously
still,
the Predator's iconic now.
And it still holds to this day.
Oh,
so,
without question.
Without question.
But Rick, it's number 1 time.
Wow, it's number 1, guys.
Number 1, and I'll tell you one thing, Rick.
It's a chick
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah, well, they did. Because
Especially when it comes to Dirty Dancing.
Swayze.
The number 1 film of 1987.
You know, Swayze's only... there's only 2 movies that made Swayze, and that's Dirty Dancing and Roadhouse.
Which we've also done a trailer.
We've also done a trailer, so get on that.
Dirty Dancing, I saw this at the Jeps Cross Drive-In, believe it or not.
By yourself?
Drive-in there here in Adelaide.
With someone?
Yeah, by myself. No.
With someone?
Not myself and a few He-Man figures. I think I saw this with... I remember who I saw this. I remember seeing it at the Drive-In anyway.
Please tell it was with a group of girls.
I wish... look, this film was... Look, it is what it is. It's a chick flick.
It's a chick flick, let's be honest.
It's a well-made chick flick.
Yeah, no.
But like The Lost Boys, I think this movie is more iconic for its soundtrack than somehow the quality of the film, you know? The film's okay, but the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant. So
every chick out there loves this.
They do. And it made a lot of money, mate.
It did. Well, it's number 1.
Yeah. So that was the top 10 films of 1987.
There you go, guys.
We have a list of 50.
We do.
We're not going to go through all 50.
We're not going to go, no.
But
We're just going to scan through.
I want you to have a look at the next page. I'm going to have a look at the next page and look at some of these movies. We're going to list off some of these movies that did not make the top 10.
Oh, straight out for me?
Yep.
Lethal Weapon.
How does Lethal Weapon
not make the top 10 over...
Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Shane Black written, Richard Donner directed, action buddy cop.
It surely would beat The Living Daylights, definitely. I don't understand why.
Neither do I.
Sure.
Neither do I. I mean, Wall Street. Wall Street was an Academy Award-winning film.
Movie.
Did not make the top 10. You had films like The Witches of Eastwick. Great film that came out with Jack Nicholson and... No, you're thinking of Witches. Witches of Eastwick. Got Cher, got Susan Sarandon. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer and Jack Nicholson. Yeah. And that is an absolute great film. Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Candy!
John Candy, Steve Martin.
I love that movie.
Film. It's great. And blows your mind.
And that came in at 30.
Yeah, it came in at 30.
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
La Bamba came in at 33.
That is an enjoyable film.
I wouldn't say it's top 10.
Yeah.
So
no, it's definitely not top 10. I mean, like Teen Wolf 2. Are we going to get that in top 10?
Bateman. Bateman. I don't even know why they even did why they even do a sequel?
I don't know, but I lined up. They got my money. What can I say?
You know, the first one.
Yeah. But look at, to me, I think what else blew my mind on this list is a couple other films is, number 1, Summer School. You ever seen Summer School?
Summer School, who's in it?
Is that Mark Harmon? Is it Mark Harmon from, the NCIS? Yeah. This is a great film, guys. This is basically about a teacher who has to teach a couple of misfits over summer out of school. Actually, it's very, very funny. It's really good. But the number 1 film here that I can't believe didn't make the top 10.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, this is...
was actually number 50.
Number 50.
This blows my mind.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
How does that not?
Eddie Murphy, one of his...
The sequel to one of the biggest comedies of 1984...
did not make...
Doesn't make the top 10. Doesn't even make the top 20, 30 or 40.
It doesn't even get even close to it. I don't understand.
Nothing close to it. It goes top 50.
And they gave it a pretty low rating as well.
They did. So,
I mean,
look, these lists, guys, we're getting these lists from IMDb.
So blame them.
Blame them, not us. certainly check them out. If you want to read all the 50 films that are in this list, I would highly recommend doing a search on top 50 films of 1987 through IMDb.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to have a look at the same list that we've actually talked about tonight.
Jaws, The Revenge?
Jaws the Revenge. Well, look.
That was...
Jaws the Revenge probably doesn't deserve to be in the top 10.
Evil Dead 2?
Evil Dead 2, one of my favourite classic horror comedies, but it doesn't deserve.
3 Men and a Baby.
That was a box office smash.
Wow.
What number did that come in at?
28, mate.
28. That's the 28th most popular film of that year.
3 Men and a Baby.
Look, I can't.
There you go.
I can't basically vouch for the validity of this list. It is IMDb. You'd like to think they have some of their facts right. But this is what we thought. That were the top 10 films of 1987.
Oh, overboard.
Guys, we want you to get involved with this.
Yes, please do.
Pick a year for us. We'll get the top 50 out. We'll talk about it. We want to hear what you think about this new idea for a show that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And we want you involved. And Rick, how do they get involved with us and tell us what they thought of the show?
So guys, please, if you want to get involved, we'd love you to get involved. Please just comment below. Also, hit that like button. We'd really appreciate that. And also, we really would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button as well. And follow us all on our social media websites as well, guys. And it's always informative and always up to date with the latest news and ideas and stuff that we got for the shows as well. So we really appreciate it, guys.
Well, that's been that year that was in movies. And until next time, guys, wonder what year we'll do next.